Off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Broncos at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Parker. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Lawrence on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Room here to run. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking to throw. Parker. That's complete. It's Okuebu. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Back to throw. Parker under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sport. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Ready.
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Once more, Etienne, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Parker to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw is Parker from the gun on 3rd down. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Steps away to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On the counter, Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Etienne once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Parker looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Parker. And he's going to go down again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Another tote for Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll try and run the option left side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On the ready.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, set. Hey, exit. Hey, hang on.
Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Come on,
so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Broncos 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Parker. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Williams running left.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Parker. And he whips that one incomplete there.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run up, first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 113 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
First carry for James Conner. And down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, a run with ETN. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
To about the 26 here. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 30, Broncos 10.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parker. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up big...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Under pressure, they got him again.
Neville Gallimore in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It got his man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert Okwuegbunam from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game. Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Come on,
so a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a give to Etienne. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Parker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Parker now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.